Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're working on a Hot Wheels custom 69 Chevy Pickup. This picture is an example I wanted to use to give you guys a brief idea on what I was thinking of doing. So let's get started. So what we have here is, obviously you can see it's just a pretty simple Hot Wheels casting. I pre-drilled it, of course. I'm showing you right there. Popping it was very simple. No struggles on this one this time. But it was a struggle pulling it out. I struggled through this whole process getting that base out, and it just was like, I hope oh my god, I lost that train of thought. I am sorry. Back to the build here. I am sanding it with my file here just to make it as smooth as possible. This was honestly the hardest thing I've ever done. Well, not really, but on one of these cars because it was just in the weirdest angle. You really couldn't get it in there, and it ruined my building train of thought in a sense. But we got the job done. So once I do finish sanding that up, I put the base back on just to make sure everything fits. And it does, and I make sure it rolls too. So the idea I had for this build was I wanted to do like a NASCAR truck, series truck, kind of a sporty race truck. So I grabbed a couple wheels off an old NASCAR toy that I got from a Happy Meal years ago, and the wheels were just perfect. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm starting to fit the NASCAR wheels onto the base. The back ones went on perfect, no problem whatsoever. But we're going to the front ones now, and those were the problem. The axle was too short and it didn't fit into the crevice that I needed it to fit in to make them roll and spin, because I wanted this one to be able to roll and spin. So what I did was I grabbed a longer axle right there, and I put my wheels into it. Remember guys, always face them opposite each other, otherwise your car will look weird. After I put them into the new axle, I put a dab of glue on to close them off in a sense. And look at it down there, that's what I did. Majority of this video, you will not see the front wheels until the end. I apologize because I had to do this multiple times and it was very annoying. But now I am gluing the rear ones in because I wanted to get ahead of the game. Now, the truck is out of the stripper and it was polished and cleaned up like I always do. But now we are fitting the spoiler. I grabbed a lot of my extra aluminum and I built this spoiler by bending it over the tailgate. And I'm pounding it out smooth just so it has a smooth edge. I also grabbed my pliers and put it in between them and hammered it to make it as smooth and as flat as possible. What I'm doing here now is, guys, I'm showing you my process slash what my vision is in a sense. And that was the race truck aspect, and like the modern race truck. Yes, it's kind of a NASCAR truck. It's kind of, I guess, but I'm not really sure. I kind of just went with one of those like race spec trucks. What I'm doing now is I'm using my steel tubing from K&S, and I normally use this stuff for like, putting wheels in and stuff like that, but this time around I'm making a roll cage out of it. And what I'm doing is I grab my snippers, snip to the side, and pulled it off. I left the end smashed down just so it looked like it was welded on. And with the glue on top of it and when it got painted, it looks like it was a weld. Kind of big and off size, but it really doesn't bother me. So That's okay. I think it just looks cool. Anyways, we do this for the other side too, but we have a bit of a twist that you'll see in a moment. While we're waiting for that, I wanted to say thank you guys for watching. Like always, you guys have been amazing. We are up to 26 followers now. I wanted to give a quick shout out in this video saying if we get up to 50 followers, I'm going to do a follower choice build, and I'll be doing a raffle, and whoever wins the raffle will get to choose the car of their choice and how they want it built. Once that is done, I will send it to them. Also, guys, if you did get this far in the video, I would like to say, please put in the comments down below NASCAR so I know you made it to this far in the video. Thank you, guys. Back on topic. Since I am starting to make the other side of the roll cage, we have to bend it slightly, right here, right in the middle, just slightly, so I can get it around the first post. It just makes it fit snug, and it's a slight bend. You can barely even notice it. Grab your glue, put it in the corner, and then you're going to fit it in there and see if it will snit snug. This one did not fit snug, but it's okay. I adjusted it, and I put glue down. There we go. Hey, there should be enough glue on there, I'm sure. Looks awesome. I love how this turned out. And then I started filing the back splitter because I think it was too long. But now we're going to move on to the base. And what I am doing here is cutting the old exhaust off so I can put more, let's say, realistic exhaust on. And what I did was I grabbed my snippers and I cut them off. And then I grabbed my file. And I filed for probably 10 to 15 minutes just to make it smooth enough to where I wanted it. And it looks smooth enough to me now. And then I grab my tubing, measure it up how I want it, and we grab our X-Acto knife and cut it to the length we want. There it goes. It went flying a little bit. Once we did that, I had to go grab my tweezers and the Gorilla Glue because I did not think when I was doing this. I apologize if you hear any shooting. There is no shooting going on. That is just Grand Theft Auto loading up because it is my free time. But I grabbed my tweezers and my glue. Make sure I can grab it, and I did. And then first, I'm going to put my glue down. Just a little bit, guys. You don't even need much. Gorilla Glue and Super Glue in general is just, it's strong stuff. So going a little goes a long way. I stick it on there, make sure it's straight as possible, of course, and it looks good. I thought it looked cool with one, but I was like, you know what? This is a race truck. We need to put both. We need to put dual exhaust on this because that's just what it was speaking to me. And then we do the whole same process again, glue, cutting, and then we make sure they're even with each other and straight. Put it right down. There was no failures on this. This was a one-shot deal, and it came out great. I loved how this came out. Honestly, my favorite part is probably the wheels and the exhaust on this car. And honestly, this is probably one of my favorite builds so far. It was my first truck and successful truck, let me say that, because I haven't had a lot of success with trucks, but this is my first successful truck. And I love it, and I hope you guys love it too. So if you do, please let me know how you feel down in the comments. Also, guys, I gotta state, if you do like what you want to see, please hit that subscribe button, and please hit that bell for future notifications. What I'm doing here is I used my silver/chrome paint from testers, and I started painting the front grille, and I will be painting the underneath details. For more detail, of course, because I thought black was very boring, and it needed more of a pop, in a sense. And here we go. We went down to the exhaust and putting some detail on them first, because you cannot have bronze looking exhaust on, a car, because that would not look right. And I just wanted to make this car look as realistic as possible. But now we're gonna get started on the rear just on the rear pumpkin and axles assembly, and then we're gonna move down to the exhaust with the mufflers, and then the front axle assembly, and then that is what we were doing now, just to fill in, the detail and such. It just makes it pop. The more detail, the better, you guys. They're just little 1/64 scale cars. There's nothing crazy here, but if you put a little effort in and put some detail in, it just makes the car pop. Even those parts that you can't even see most of the time. So I found out that you cannot have a video over 15 minutes unless your YouTube account is verified. And I was like, what? Really? So I had to edit and change some things in my video to make it shorter. So if you guys know how to verify or make sure it's you, please send me how, because I would like to know so I can have longer videos for the future. There we go. Now we're moving down to more of the front of the car. It's looking nice. It's looking nice. Like I said earlier, the exhaust and honestly just the base of the car is the step that I'm very proud of. And just me showing it off there proved it. Just finishing up, just getting the front axle assembly all done, and we should be done in a moment or two. There we go, just getting those front support pieces and just showing it off one last time. Oh, and we forgot the extension of the exhaust. It made it pop a little bit, and it just made it look a little nicer. Well, there we go. Look at that. Okay, now we're in the final assembly. Look at it there. We got our grille, our underneath looking awesome, our exhaust, and front tires. Yeah, there's a thumbs up from me. That's just turned out great. And then we cleaned up our glass by putting it in we polished it and put it in some Windex. Yes, I know that sounds weird, but Windex does work. For the interior, didn't do much. We just painted the back plastic piece that was purple red, so it'll match the truck. Now here's our base. Look at it. All shiny red, details all done. The bars all chromed out. Headlights and taillights. Side markers are filled in with yellow and orange paint. Just looking awesome. This is what we started with, guys. This is our final result. I wanted to take a quick minute, guys, and remind you that the Turkey Invitational pictures are due next Friday, and your videos are due the week of Thanksgiving, or on the 25th, the day before Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy what you liked, again, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for future notifications. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.